One thing about capitalists, they will tell you that nothing about capitalism requires suffering, yet suffering is consistently defended as its necessary fuel. And I think that's where the scandal lies. Capitalism wants us to accept the following premises without protest. It states that some people must be poor so others can be rich. Exploitation is unfortunate but unavoidable. If you are poor, it is either your fault or an acceptable casualty. Human worth is conditional on profitability and productivity. Unfortunately, that is not economics. That is moral conditioning. The most grotesque lie that capitalism sells is that suffering is natural. That hunger, desperation, and homelessness are simply the byproducts of that's how the world works. But in reality, these conditions are actively engineered through policy, ownership structures, wage suppression, and global extraction. There is nothing inevitable about a Congolese child mining cobalt for Silicon Valley profits. There is nothing inevitable about workers starving while corporations post record profits. These are choices repeatedly made and defended as economic necessity. So when people argue that suffering is required to make capitalism work, what they are actually admitting is that capitalism only functions when human dignity is negotiable. Socialism makes one radical claim: human needs come before profit. That's it. That's the crime it is accused of. Socialism argues that the wealth of a society should be produced collectively, not individually. Those who create value should not live in precarity. Essential services should not be commodities. Economic systems should be judged by how well they sustain life, not how well they enrich shareholders. Contrary to propaganda, socialism does not mean everybody gets the same, nobody works, innovation dies, the state controls every aspect of your life. It means democratizing economic power instead of concentrating it in the hands of a few. Socialism asks why a system that produces abundance chooses artificial scarcity. Why food is destroyed while people are starving. Why homes stand empty while people sleep on the streets. Why education is locked behind debt. Why healthcare is rationed by income. These are not the failures of socialism. These are the features of capitalism.